Your skin is warm like an oven. Your kiss is sugary sweet. Your fingers feel like cotton when you put your arms around me. I feel like I'm just missing something whenever you leave. We've got all the ingredients except you loving me. And respectfully, vanilla, you taste like buttercream. You're filling up my senses with empty calories. I feel like I'm just missing something whenever you leave. We've got all the ingredients except you needing me.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Wanna pick one?
Out of curiosity, which time is it where you are?
Oh, it's very late. It's my day off, so I decided to stay up late. Very late. It's like the next day.
Wow. Pick whichever song you want.
Oh no, I have to pick. Okay.
For me it's evening, just came back from work.
Oh, it's very late for me. Um... That works out.
Umbrella at your side, it's raining, but you close it tight.
And how are you, to catch us passing through?
I look so pale in here.
Now falling to our side of the drops of rain that mix with light. Their heads starting to sink. This boredom is too hard to fight. Just spinning lies with the only thread of kindness we save. Or if we're blind and the truth is just a painting in gray, drowning us out, all the noisy drops that fall in the rain. The fingertips trace every line and open my eyes, I'll paint it blue. I'm wishing to, it will come true, and then we'll finally break through. Swimming through the Milky Way, I wanna break away and take the lead. Since we're falling anyway, new moon to rise would be okay with me. Every night is alright, taking it step by step. We'll always move ahead, our love is growing red. Need me more, need you more, come to me, know that I care. Lean on me and I'll be there, as we keep trying we'll find. You're always gonna be there too.
Shining down on me, you're my blue moon.
Dreaming forever to find now I'm awake.
I need a fight tomorrow. Can you take me away and go the top speed of sound?
Running to another day, I wanna break away and take the lead. As we stuck on yesterday, no sun to rise would be okay with me. Every day is okay.
Taking it step by step, we'll always move ahead. Our love is growing red.
Need me more, need you more. You'll fall down 7 more times. I'll be there 7, 8, 9. As we keep trying, we'll find. You're always gonna be there too. We're always singing the same tune. Every day from now on.
I still don't know why this is the only one besides the other one that works. They got a lot of songs.
Yeah, it's weird. There's also all the interactive stuff over there, aside from the songs.
I tried to go to that one inventory world, still doesn't work for me. But the Tanuka Forest and the, that new one works.
Maybe the crossplay one will work too.
It might. You can also get that VRChat when you're at the checkout still.
tutorial includes instruction on how to use it. You don't have to figure it out. If I fail, it's because I'm not very good at YouTube.
Well, neither am I.
I meant failed.
I'll see how I get to it.
This song is perfect for these avatars.
Let's go up.
I mean, the music video of it is all black and white.
That's a pretty good contrast.
I saw the colored version once, that actually shows the characters, and it's bad.
I like this background map.
I have a different one. I see the planet. I didn't know the stage was local. But the mirror's not local, apparently. It's kinda weird. Man, I could talk without my mouth being covered. Sounds about the same. Bleh. Alright, we can do another one. You go ahead and pick one. There's a music video for this song all filmed in this game. It's really good.
Oh, neat. It's funny, we got a pretty contrasting collection of avatars right now. Like your hair is blue and my shoes are red. You're tall and skinny and I'm short and stocky.
Good night.
Oh, you gotta go?
I talked to you, Sardi. You had to go.
Oh no, I was saying that, like, I'm short and stocky and you're tall and skinny. Like, we're a good contrast. And your hair is blue and my shoes are red. I got a good couple songs left in me before I have to go. But go ahead and pick the next one.
It's a good thing this place still loads for you, since it's the only one with many Occidental songs.
It's got a lot of good variety to it. Totally surprised that this song is so popular.
I loved the live-action movie as a kid, not so much the cartoon. Usually it's the opposite.
It's strange. I never watched the actual movies. I kind of felt the first one was like a sacrilegious against the cartoon itself. Actually, probably my only problem was the fact that they broke the whole, you never see Dr. Claw. I mean, that was a stick, they should've stuck with that. You never see Dr. Claw. I mean, how hard is that to do? It's like the perfect thing. No one has ever done that. No one has ever hidden the villain, so you never fucking see the villain ever. And it's just like the ultimate mystery. What does Dr. Claw look like? But then the movie came out, it's like, oh, here's Dr. Claw. Doop doop doop. I'm like, ah. Sorry. That's my biggest issue with it. Actually, that's probably my only issue with it. Like, you're not supposed to show Dr. Claw. Like, that's the mystery.
He's hidden in the sequel.
Yeah. I think they fixed it up in the sequel. The first movie, I'm like, eh. Why did they do that? I guess they fixed it in the sequel then. But I think the first one kind of spoiled my attitude to watching it. But I don't know. American movies these days. What can I say?
But the sequel is basically its own thing. Even the actor that plays Gadget changed.
I might watch that and just ignore the first one existed then. What, wanna do another dance? Why am I so short?
Wow.
You know, I don't think I've ever done this song. Where is it? Oop, I missed it. I get some front stage dancing now.
Young money, young money, young money.
Love in 1,000 different flavors. I wish that I could taste them all night. Freaky, freaky, yeah. My freaky, freaky.
Hey, yo, bad girl, no swallow nothing. Word to the Dalai Lama. He know I'm a fashion killer. Word to John Galliano. He cupping that Valentino. Ain't no telling me no. I'm that bitch and he know. Like how your wife needs that. You don't get wins for that. I'm having another good year. We don't get blimps for that. Cause the gang still call. We don't get minks for that. When I'm popping them bananas, we don't do the LeBron nuts.
If you're feeling thirsty, come on, take a sip. 'Cause you know what I'm serving. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la la.
Young money,
Swalla la la.
Jay-Z.
Freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah. Swalla la la. My freaky, freaky, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd just like to take this moment to say, fuck Jay-Z. I had a song that was a Jay-Z song, and it got blocked worldwide. Wow, what a fucking sellout. Jay-Z. Sellout. Fuck you.
Speaking of live-action movies, even if it was not shown at all, I'm 100% sure Disney's live-action Tarzan won't top the cartoon one.
No, it already looks like the Lion King one is already fucking crashed. Crashed and burned. Like, the people now running Disney are so far removed from Walt Disney and his vision. It's just ridiculous.
Who's Daisy anyway?
Who? Daisy? Is that the Donald Duck's girlfriend?
Oh, you meant her.
That's the only Daisy I know of. I think it's Daisy, right? It's been a long time since I've seen the cartoon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to see now. I'm not old enough to go see now yet. Do you know the origins of Donald Duck? What his character was supposed to be about?
I know he was very happy initially and only later became angry.
Yeah, apparently the true story behind Donald Duck is that Donald Duck is a war veteran. He went to war and he got shell-shocked. He had to go through the worst shit ever. The notorious quote-unquote
Oh, I heard a
Nazi
theory.
film about Donald is actually Donald, he's a spy for America infiltrating Nazi Germany. And like, just basically his history as being a war hero has fucked up his head completely, and that's like the whole personality. His character was created to help kids relate to war veterans and the turmoils they may face. Because, you know, war really fucks up people's heads. And then the kids did not know what their fathers were going to be like when they come back. That's like the whole premise of Donald Duck. It's actually pretty heartwarming when you think about it. And also very tragic.
You know Disney characters are messed up deep down when the Kingdom Hearts version of Donald had a better life, lol.
Yeah, the whole... Don't get me started on Kingdom Hearts. That's a fucking abomination. And I make abominations. But fucking A. You couldn't, like... I can't even, like, express words to... Yeah. I just avoid Kingdom Hearts. Of course, it does explain the direction of Final Fantasy. Like, I really felt Final Fantasy was really going off the rails after... Was it,
I
well,
like
actually,
it,
8.
even if the story is overly complex.
Yeah, if you can ignore the story in the game's good, that's another thing. All I could gather from hearing about Kingdom Hearts story, there's just a bunch of made up bullshit. And it's just to fluff everything and like confuse the audience so you just keep watching it. Which is a shame, because they could have made a good story. I've watched playthroughs of like 1 through maybe 3 I think. And like, yeah, the story is just a bunch of fluff and confusion. Like, what
Seeing
happened to Squaresoft?
badass Mickey Mouse defeating Monster is both awesome and hilarious at the same time.
No, I get that. That's cool and all. I'm just like, I'm probably generalizing it too much. Oh, it's very interesting. Like, how influential it is. I mean, there's so many VRChat worlds for Kingdom Hearts, and there's a lot of people like to relate to the what are they called? The Heartless, or whatever those little spirit creatures are. A lot of people like to use those. Usually people use avatars they relate to. So I think that's interesting. Oh, you got that one. Yeah, I don't really follow the series.
One of the Kingdom Hearts worlds in this game even has an actual playable boss fight.
Yeah, I remember that one from last year. You start in a town, and then you can go to this one area that takes you to the boss fight.
Defeated a huge Heartless as a fat girl, lol.
That's great. You know what's funny? The whole Kingdom Heart thing, like when I think about it, it's almost the same storyline as like, is it, okay, now I'm like mixing up cartoons from the past. Maybe it's My Little Pony. Or maybe it's Care Bears. I forget which one. But one of them had a character that was basically, like, heartless. Maybe it's Care Bears. I don't know. I could totally see the character too. But their literally name was Heartless. I don't know. I know Disney has a very bad history of just ripping people off. Like Lion King. It's a direct ripoff of, a Japanese miniseries.
Kimba.
Lion. Yeah, Kimba. Yeah, you know. I don't know. This stuff bothers me. Because Disney used to be good. I mean, I know Disney wasn't original, but at least it was original in its own way. And not ripping people off like fucking Lion King. Like, we know Little Mermaid is a classic story. That's cool. That's acceptable. Beauty and the Beast, classic story. Sleeping Beauty is a classic story. You know, all those are classic stories. But, like, Lion King was, like, I don't know. It was, like, a double-edged sword kind of thing. Not only were they ripping off a Japanese cartoon, they were just, like, way too heavily catering towards monarchy and trying to pretend that they're, like, Africans. I know it's a bunch of bullshit. Because The Lion King was really about monarchy. And oppressing the weak.
They are better at making adaptations of classic story than making original ones. The only exception is Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph was actually decent, I'll admit that. The problem is that, like, all the good stuff from Disney came from when, like, you know, Disney was alive. And then after that, it was just, like, random corporate people owning it. So, like, you know, the spirit's kind of dead in it. Which is, you know, it's a real shame. Like, I kind of feel like the spirit of Pixar is dead too. Which is also a real shame, because Pixar started out really strong. But then they got contracted by Disney. And then they had to make, like, a dozen Toy Story movies by contract, and, yeah. You can kind of see, like, the whole thing of Pixar is slowly degrading. Which is a shame. Like, whoever's running Disney now, I hope they die. I hope they die of fucking cancer. Because they're just ruining shit. But yeah, I'm just griping.
Disney is just a big name nowadays. The best animation studio is DreamWorks now.
Yeah, that is funny and surprising. But then also you look at Shrek. I mean, come on. Shrek kind of embraces biodiversity. And you look at Disney, and Disney is trying to force a certain type of body style. I mean, you look at all the princesses. They're just slightly variants of each other. There's no real body discrepancies. They're all, like, fit and hourglass and, like, you know, a certain body style. Like, DreamWorks actually went to the effort of making Jiggly fat on, like, people and characters to make it realistic. Like, embrace reality, people. Not everyone's the same. Some people are skinny, some people are fat, some people are muscular. But yeah, fucking media has a habit of trying to enforce a certain view. They got their fantasies. It doesn't really
Heck,
reflect
they got
reality.
a fat main character in Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. And I bet people thought that was controversial too. Which is, I think, bullshit. Like, let them have it. Let anybody be what they want to be. You know, one of the top swimmers, I think, for the Olympics is actually a pretty thick lady. She's, like, actually heavy. But her thickness and heaviness actually benefits her swimming ability. Because she's more, you know, aquadynamic or whatever. It's just really just vanity of some people wanting to have, like, the perfect body shape based on something. I don't know. I could rant about this for hours, but I don't want to really. I don't know why I got started. I don't know. I'm like really into history. It's like you even look at old like artwork. Like
People need to figure out that it's probably mostly muscle.
yeah. I was like at old art, and like they used to draw like women of actual sizes, and not like this idealistic size. I don't know where that came from. But it really had like a very detrimental effect on society. Like all those crazy diet crazes and all that shit. That it's like had a devastating effect on people's health. It's a tragedy, really. Yeah. Anyway, well, that got dark. I don't know. I don't know why I have like a. I personally don't care for Kingdom Hearts because of how they forced Disney and Squaresoft together. It just doesn't seem like it should have happened. I mean, or not Squaresoft, but like the Final Fantasy characters. Like Final Fantasy is supposed to be kind of serious. I mean, it's always been like a very serious and kind of like adult kind of story, as far as I can remember. And I've played since well, I didn't play the NES versions. I played was it 4 a little bit, and 5, and then 6, which is, you know, personally I have to say 6 is my favorite. It's also probably the darkest one. And then, you know, everyone loves 7. And, like, yeah, 7 was great. The story was pretty good. And then after that, kind of went downhill. 8 was just, like, kind of confusing and weird. And 9 felt like they were just kind of pandering to you. The story was there, but it wasn't quite that strong. The dynamics and the other stuff, like, the combat and class stuff in 9 was, like, pretty cool. But, like, I don't feel the story in 9 was that strong. It was really weak. But yeah, ultimately I think 6 was the best story they did. It had a nice, like, climactic reversal in the
As a
middle of
kid
the
I
game.
saw a CGI movie called Final Fantasy, not knowing it was very loosely based on the games until years later.
Oh yeah? I'll have to look that up. It's funny that fans end up making some very interesting things out of stuff that corporates won't even touch. Maybe it's arrogant. I always wondered about that kind of stuff. It's like, you know Chrono Trigger, right? I guess a bunch of fans, they were trying to make a 3D remake of it. And from what I had seen, it was pretty amazing. It was gonna be free and everyone could check it out. But then, the owners of Chrono Trigger said, nope, cease and desist. And like, in my eyes, it's like, that's arrogance. Because it wouldn't steal money from them. All it would do is make people say, okay, I want to see what the original was like. And then they pay money for the original. But whoever was fucking in charge must be fucking retarded. I mean, that's not hard to think. It's like, okay, a fan made a recreation of 3D game of my game, and my game is available for sale. So it's gonna draw attention to my game and increase sales. But no, they don't think that way. They say, oh, they're trying to rob me of money. It's like, the fans aren't making money off you, fucker. They're drawing attention to your product. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm just... that kind of stuff
People
just
got angry at
baffles me.
Nintendo for doing the same with a Metroid fan remake, and the Nintendo revealed they were doing the remake themselves.
Yeah. That's stupid. They don't realize all that remake would do is, like, give them more publicity. It doesn't steal money from them. The people who made that Metroid game aren't making money off of them. It's so retarded. They should just fire whoever the lawyers they have, because obviously the lawyers they have is
It could
just
since they were
mentally
both
dumb.
remaking the same game.
It's either
It
arrogance
could
or
since
really
they were
stupid
both
lawyers.
remaking the same game.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff always baffles people. It's like whoever's like making decisions doesn't have a good concept of reality. Like personally, like if I had a lawyer, which I don't, I would be like, you're fired. You're just wasting money. It's like the whole DRM and anti-piracy stuff. It doesn't stop pirates. All it does is prevent your customers from enjoying your game. And in the end run, it lowers your sales. Because then people are like, oh, I don't want to get this game because there's intrusive DMR. And it slows down my computer and shit. So they're like, they hear about this, and they're like, you know what? I have a life. And I don't have time for that. And they don't buy your game. That's the reality. Like, the DRM shit is bullshit. The corporate people running this stuff are fucking retards. They should not be in those jobs. I mean, I'm sorry to, like, just bitch about this stuff from, like, all the stuff I've read and seen and everything. It's like, that's my ultimate conclusion. They've hired people who have no idea what they're doing, and they just pretend that they know what they're doing. It's obvious, right, at this point, really. Yeah. But I'm just being a grumpy demon. Well, it looks like Marvel's doing decent. At least some companies are doing decent. I wish DC would do better, because I used to like Batman. And I really feel like they're ruining a lot of the Batman material. but it looked like at least Marvel's doing a little better than DC. But they always kind of had like an up and up on them anyway. I don't know why. Just something about like the way Marvel handled their comics was like a bit more progressive than DC. I think Marvel balanced
The new
it
Joker
better.
movie looks promising, unlike the Jared Leto version.
Yeah, the Jared Leto version, I feel bad for the dude for that. Like, I think Jack Nicholas nailed it pretty good. And then, that one Hispanic dude who did the classic Joker did it pretty good, too. But the Jared Leto one, like, you can't blame the actor for what the director and writers wanted. That's, like, the worst depiction of the Joker. I mean, come on. It's like, Tim Burton's film did a good version of the Joker. Like, Batman the Anime Series did a good version of the Joker. Like, come on. Why did the
Mark
do that?
Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill did, like, the best one. Fucking hands down for Mark Hamill on that. Although, I just gotta say this. I really hate what they've done to Harley Quinn. I really hate this imaginary abusive boyfriend bullshit they invented between Harley Quinn and the Joker. They never had a relationship. When did this all start? I don't know. It feels like some fucking cucky white knight wanted to invent this, like, fantasy where Harley Quinn was abused by the Joker and she needed to be rescued by Batman so Batman can have another girlfriend. It's like, ugh. It's so fucking cringy what they done to Harley Quinn. Cringes all over my body. Curdles all my blood. From inch to inch. Anyway. I think that's like the worst thing that's happened to the series. Is how they treat Harley Quinn. Like, first they do the, suddenly, they're in an abusive relationship, Harley Quinn Joker. Then all of a sudden, Harley Quinn's slut. She just dresses like a slut all this fucking time. I'm like, where the fuck is this going? And then they want Harley Quinn with Batman. I mean, connect the dots, people. This is obviously some, creepy white knight fantasy. Also, that MIDI is the best MIDI I've ever seen.
I hate it too. The classic outfit is so much better.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's classic outfit is the best. It's like, she did not become more progressively feminine by becoming more slutty. Like, her more modern outfits have become, more and more slutty. It's like, that's not progressive. Like, Harley Quinn's original outfit was awesome. Like, she was a fucking queen. And then they made her into a fucking, 2-bit hoe. That's not progressive. It's like, and I also like the fucking, the original concept of, Harley Quinn and the Joker. They didn't have, a relationship, more like a partnership. She was, his number two. You know? That's a respectful position. Like, he's, a crime boss, and, she's, number two. You know? And they spin that, and they ruin it all. I don't get it. I don't know. But that's like I said, it's like Marvel does better. They've had some shitty shit in the past, I'll admit. But I think Marvel in general does okay. They've done better. Definitely, for sure. Especially after the first couple of X-Men movies that ended terribly. But I don't know. It's always been, when I think about it, when it comes to superhero movies, it's always been, an uphill battle to make a decent superhero movie. Do you know, the first appearance of Thor I've seen was in, this... Oh, I can't even remember the name. It was like a babysitting movie. And they're like, it was like a babysitting, and then they end up going on some kind of crazy adventure. And they just like, they just meet Thor. That's it. They just meet Thor. And that's it. I just thought it was kind of memorable. Oh yeah. And what they've done to Thor. What the fuck? Why can't they just make a meaningful, interesting female character? It's not that hard. It really isn't.
I don't really count superhero movies as actual live-action movies, since most of the best scenes are all in CGI.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way you can pull off what comics try to do. You can't do what they do in the comic in real life. I mean, CGI is the best representation for it, because the closest you can come to the same kind of art. Like you blend reality and fiction, basically.
Basically realistic cartoons with some live-action segments.
That's kind of why I like usually like anime and certain types of cartoon styles. Like you could depict stuff that you can't depict in reality. It's like a blend of you can blend emotion and action together that you can't quite perceive. Or maybe you can perceive, but it's like it visualizes it. It's like, think of it like a fight scene where they add like the flashes and all that stuff. It's like, you don't see that when you're watching a fight. But like, have you ever been like punched in the head before? Or like something like that? Like, you see like a flash of white. And like, when you see like a fight scene in a cartoon, there's like a flash of white. It's like, if you ever had that experience, it's like, it kinda triggers you. You're like, yeah, it must hurt. You know? It's like cartoons can kinda express stuff that you can't quite express in reality. It's an interesting concept. I didn't realize we're about the same height. Oh, that's getting really late. I guess we're done dancing for now. Wanna go to the chill place for a little bit?
Okay. If you're not tired.
No, not quite yet. I have an idea. Let's go to a classic place. Oh, this is so inconvenient. VRChat. Bans me for a week for one avatar that glitches naked by accident. Can't even fix their fucking camera. That's right. I said it. We could land a man on the moon, but we can make deodorant last past, what, 4 hours? I figured the joke is a Duckman joke. What is this new world? Oh fuck, where did they hide it? Ah. Bastard. This is what I think of that. But we always have the ketchup. You do not know the power of the ketchup. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I feel like a dummy-dum. Wait, when was it?
Earlier I said it's evening for me, but I mixed up a different word. I meant to say it's afternoon.
It's like the next day for me. Almost morning. They turned the camera into a football. Does the ketchup still work? Yes, it does. Man, I miss this world being popular. This should be like
When you
a
can
very
check
popular
Discord,
world.
sent you a screenshot.
Okay. That definitely didn't capture nothing. What the heck?
I tucked this world was gone. Nice to know it's still here.
Yeah, I found it and favorited it. I miss when it was popular though. I am not good with this camera. I was good at jumping though. What is he even looking at? What the heck? Is it backwards? It is backwards. Hold on. I keep forgetting this character has a
Before
mask.
meeting you, I used to become a giant video game boss and look at people in the second floor from outside.
I used to have a lot of fun here. There used to be this one player called Oh Hi Mark, who would be like a wheelchair solid snake, and he'd just go around and film people up skirts with the camera. I had some fun standing on top of his camera. I think I even had like extra thick Luqua, or not Luqua, sorry, Aqua. I had like thick Aqua standing on his camera once. He was like filming her upskirt.
I also went around as a toy soldier here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I miss this world being popular. Not like it matters for me for like at least another day or so. But it would be nice to see people coming here again. There's like some kind of like nostalgic quality to it, even though this game is only like a couple years old. It's a decent map. They obviously updated it because the camera was not a football before. It was a camera.
Now people are too focused on the mirror in the Great Pug.
Yeah, some people are. But it does make a good scening kind of thing. Like, that's why I put a couple mirrors in my home world. So you like sit with friends and like turn the mirror on and like, I don't know, see everybody and talk. Although it is kind of weird for like one person just to stay there in front of the mirror for hours and hours. It's like, I think that's narcissism. But like, if you're like with a bunch of people doing stuff, like, that's different, you know? You're just kind of like creating this scene with friends. Or strangers. Which I kinda miss. But still, this is like another day for this bullshit. I should be extra careful not to show like an avatar with a non-detailed nude skin at all, apparently. Excuse me. So do you know about the ketchup trick?
What?
If you grab wait, I think I already got it. See this bottle of ketchup right here? It's like on the floor by the fence. The bottle of ketchup. I'm facing it right now. Here you go. I'll just hand it to you. Here you go. See this ketchup bottle right here? I'm gonna drop it. It's ketchup. So you find this ketchup on the table. And if you have a short enough avatar or you crouch, you can take this ketchup bottle and make yourself fly. I think there's like one or two
Wow.
other objects that do that. It was like a trick from this world. So you could just fly up high in the sky. Or fly up to the roof. Yeah, I'll show you. I think it worked. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It usually spawns on the table. But this one, if you crouch and touch the floor, it'll make you fly. But, yeah. That's why I miss this world. There's like a lot of little quirks to it.
Let's check the rest of the house. It's been so long since I came here.
I guess it should be easy, because not a lot of people trying to crash us. And this is a nice hot spot for crashing people. Besides the pug. I don't know why they turned it to football. He just appeared. Maybe there should be some kind of audio thing about this. Whoa. Hmm.
Feels weird to me here since it's realistic while I have a cartoony look and even outline.
Yeah. That's my only issue with that one. Did it have an outline? Always been kinda on the fence about outlines. I guess when you think about it, like, outlines don't really quite fit in this kind of area, or in this kind of game. Well, they could. I don't know. I guess it depends on your preference. Maybe it's just like a non-issue. The camera's upside down. This camera is sideways. I do have my mask down. This is a tiny mouth. In the pool. This should have added an ability to add water too. It's very easy. Oops.
It would probably look of in such a realistic place. It would probably look off in such a realistic place.
Yeah, outline does very clash with pseudo-realism. Like, I got nothing against outline, but, like, I'll agree. Outline doesn't work for VRChat. There's too much smooth, semi-realistic, and pseudo-realistic. Outline kinda clashes. At least for 3D avatars. If you're a 2D avatar, you can just be whatever the fuck you want. It'll look fine. I think this avatar would look better with, like, out 3D.
Wow,
Or
I'm
without
so
the outline.
short that I'm stuck inside.
Oops. Hang out house developer. At jumping. Get over your boundary limit fear. Well, that's funny looking. Why is it football now? It used to be a camera. Now you can get all the way to the roof from here. Which way? Oh, yeah, this way. Ah. Ouch. Should also put chairs in the car. That'd be cool. Who made this world anyway? Autonomic. That's autonomic sabotage. It is a Western saloon. You seen the Western saloon was pretty nice too. So annoying. Six 616. That's the real number. Everyone goes 5 too deep. If you understand, you do. If you don't, you don't. Okay.
Yesterday I've been to a world that was a real lie. It was all made with actual photos rendered on a 3D environment, kinda like Google Street View.
Oh, neat. I've seen a few interesting worlds that are just created by, like, camera scans and shit. There's like a whole apartment that's like just like a camera scan. It looks a little weird, but it's also kinda cool. I wonder what happened to this user. Are they still updating their stuff or not? I swear it used to run a little better than this.
Shame the tumbleweed don't roll.
Yeah, that was nice too. All the dust effect looks pretty nice. So you can't jump in here. They really should make jumping like a default thing. I mean, you really don't want to jump in real life. I mean, you can, but it's like, it'd be easier to have a button to jump. And then, instead of actually jumping in real life and like just pounding on your floor. It's like, people don't have hindsight. Oh, there's chairs there. They don't have that MIDI avatar public, do they?
This is public, found it in a world.
I know, they cloned it. The avatar is a slime. How cool. I'll check that out later. Well, I should have gone for the day, or whatever. I'll see you around.
See you.